Hey everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. I hope that everybody is having an unbelievable week to this point. Remember, as I always remind you, it really isn't about whether you're having a good week or not. Yes, you want to have a good week. Yes, you want to mark progress. Yes, you want to be able to look at where you're at and say, man, I'm doing it. But there are going to be times that you're going to look up and it's not happening. There are going to be errors and points in your life where you're going to look and say, man, what in the world is going on? It's going to seem as you observe that you are literally taking L after L after L. It's going to look like, man, no matter what I do, it seems to don't focus on the L. Take the L, learn from the L. The L is a part of the process. You cannot achieve success without the willingness to encounter failure. It's absolutely impossible. You're going to have to learn to process failure differently because that idea that failure isn't an option has a bunch of people uh, frustrated, a bunch of people ready to quit on their vision, ready to quit on their purpose, ready to quit on the things that they're literally designed and built to do because things aren't going their way. Let me tell you, I have a bunch of days where you literally, man, what in the world's going on? But what I have to do is I give myself a 90-second window to feel bad, to play oh it's me, to get angry. I'm not perfect. Don't and I've never portrayed myself. I have the same feelings, the same emotions, the same concerns, the same challenges, everything that everybody else has. The difference is I literally only allow myself a certain amount of time to be in it. Because see, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Suffering is choosing to identify with the struggle, choosing to identify with the setback, choosing to identify with the failure. You make the failure a part of your identity instead of simply a part of your experience. Failure is a part of the process. It doesn't define you until you use it or don't. How failure defines you is not in the fact that you fail, but what you do with the failure. If you're still breathing, you're still in the fight. You've got to learn that there's going to be those times, that idea that I'm just going to wake up and it's just going to go. Yeah, you're going to have moments like that. You're going to have some times in your life where you've built momentum. And in the building of that momentum, you're moving through things, you're running over obstacles, breaking through barriers, and you're going. And that's the momentum you want to create. You want to have that more than not. But there are going to be times that you're going to find yourself in ruts. There are going to be times that you're going to find yourself in the midst of setbacks. There are going to be times that you're going to look up and go, what in the world is happening? Make sure it's not you sabotaging you with your self-talk. Make sure it's not your speech in observing what you're going through that's locking you in. I know one of the biggest and longest times I had where it just seems like one thing after another was going wrong. It was my self-talk, and it was in my late 20s, uh, mid to late 20s. I had just lost the most important male figure in my life, my great grandfather, who was my adopted father. Lost him at the age of 25. Up until that point, I'm having some pretty nice things happening in my life. I'm moving towards some things. I'm making some major moves, and then this happens, and then I take a negative approach. And before I know it, I'm having one bad thing after another, and I can't figure it out. So I call my mentor, and I'm talking with him. And after about 20 minutes or so of the conversation, somewhere up in that area, 20, 30 minutes tops, he says, man, I already see what it is. And I'm like, what? Tell me. He says, man, we've been on the phone 20 minutes and you've already said I can't win for losing 4 times. So your words are powerful. The words are the seeds of your destiny. The words are the seeds that are planted and then cultivated by way of belief. You got to be careful what you're speaking about yourself, because your self-talk is the software and the operating program that your supercomputer, the brain, will use to develop and to move you towards one particular destination or another. Make sure you're not sabotaging. Now, you're going to have enough things that just simply come in your life. You will not circumvent the vicissitudes of life. They're coming. That's those unexpected changes that just pop up. You're going to have them. Don't create them. by your self-talk. Don't create them by having a negative anticipation of things to happen. Studies show that 60 to 70% of what people worry about never happens. That's a lot of wasted energy. But anyway, I don't have a whole lot of time here. I have a couple of minutes. And so I just want to stop in. That's not even why I stopped in to talk about you, but I wanted to encourage you because every day is not going to be a great day. Every day is not going to try to start it off right. I wake up every morning with a heart of gratitude. Doesn't matter what I'm going through because my gratitude isn't situational. My gratitude is based off of things that never change. I wake up and I'm still breathing. I'm still in the fight. That's the first thing I'm grateful for. Second thing I wake up for is somewhat conditional because it's not promised, but I have it. And as long as I'm having it, I'm grateful. And that's my beautiful wife laying next to me. Before I ever got out of bed, I've already got two things that I'm being grateful and thankful for. And my feet haven't even hit the ground. And so that is something that I want you to focus on. Now, finally, here is what I want you to, if you haven't signed on to sponsor a space in my 25th book, yes, I'm writing right now, book number 25. We have written and published 24 books. I'm writing 25 right now. If you haven't signed on to sponsor, click the link in the box down there and do that. And we'll move on because I got to get this out. But bottom line is, you know what I see a lot of people getting shut down on? A lot of people are getting shut down looking for the perfect timing. Let me fix that for you real quick. There's no such thing as the perfect timing. Some people are waiting for the kids to leave the house. Some people are waiting for their finances to get in order. Some people are waiting for their credit scores to get better. Some people are waiting for things to get better in their marriage. Some people are waiting on XYZ to happen before. There's no such thing as perfect timing. When whatever you're dealing with right now is, something else is going to be there to serve as an inhibitor, as an obstacle, as a challenge, as something that to distract you from what you're going to have to declare within yourself. Today is the day that I start the process of change. Today is the day that I'm going to do something different in my life. Today is that day. And I understand that the moment that I make the commitment, I'm probably going to meet some obstacles and some opposition, but I refuse to quit. I refuse to turn around. I refuse to let go. I'm going to ride this thing out. You've got to come to a point in your life to understand that you're going to have to make opportunities. You're going to have to move in the timing. You're going to have to make what is the best opportunity and the best timing. There's no perfect timing. There's no perfect opportunity. There's no perfect situation. It's what you're going to make of it. It's your responsibility to take action. I'm challenging you to do that. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day. As I always say, I live my life on full. So when I leave this place, I die on E. And on that note, I'm out of here.